Y'all keep it going for Luis De Jesus for hosting this thing tonight. One more time for my best friend, Will Loden. Y'all just heard him out there. Let him hear it in the back. He's hilarious. Don't he look like he about to sell y'all coffins with a Confederate flag draped over him? Like, just looks like that one time that Mankind took his mask off in the WWF. Just like, yeah, he was like, let's all wear suits. I'm like, I don't fucking own a suit, man. I'm not gonna spend more money on a suit than I'm gonna make for doing this. Like, I put on my formal Jordans for this Easter shit. That's the best I could do for y'all. Like, it's the Lord's Day. It's the least I could do for him. Y'all all still in a good mood tonight? Everybody still happy to be here? I'm a little bummed out, if I can be honest, y'all. My cousin was gonna come here tonight to get to see me headline this club for the first time, but she sent me a text on the way up here, said she can't make it because she just found out she's pregnant with twins and has to plan her baby shower. So I sent her a text back that said, congratulations. I think it's super dope that two of your kids are finally gonna have the same dad. Yeah, now she's not coming to any of my shows. It's kind of a bummer. I heard somebody over there go, oh, please don't do that. Like, I can make fun of my own family, y'all. We are really, really white trash. Like, how do I explain this properly? Like, my family is the type of white trash that orders those Ancestry.com DNA tests to find new cousins to fuck. Yeah, roll tide. Grew up poor too, y'all. Like, my mom couldn't afford to buy me shoes when I was a little kid. She just told me to go make friends with diabetic kids and wait. She laughed at the diabetic kids joke. It's going well for me so far. Like, sometimes that joke just goes completely flat for me and I'm stuck up here more frustrated than Michael J. Fox trying to etch a sketch. Just... Y'all see the thing where it says very dark comedy on that sign? I'm kind of going to need y'all to get on board with what's going to happen for the next 18 minutes because I built this shit to escalate. Like, if you're at, oh God, 2 minutes in, about 11 minutes in, you're going to have a real hard time. Like, I can already see this lady, like, kind of staring at me in shock already, like, this is not what I signed up for on Easter. I expected a clean, Jesus-friendly comic. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for you, ma'am. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the worst thing I'm gonna say. Say it, then we can start the healing. Then maybe after I give you 20 minutes to cope with it, we'll be friends again. All right, if you can take this joke, the rest of it will be a piece of cake for you. If it's bad, I'll buy you a drink. I'm not gonna buy her a drink. It's just a lie I say to placate people. Look, I saw this article over quarantine. I'm not sure if y'all caught this or not. There was a teacher in southeastern Louisiana that got arrested because she took her first grade classroom 27 cupcakes filled with her husband's semen. I know. It's fucked up, isn't it? You cannot just take a first grade classroom, a basket full of baked goods like that. No, because, like, what if one of those kids has a nut allergy? You didn't think I was gonna land that one, did you? I knew I would. That's my favorite fucking joke, y'all. You can actually ruin that joke if you give the crowd too much information, though. Like if I told y'all that they caught the woman because one of the kids recognized the taste. See, that's too far. Fucks up the whole joke. You can't do that part. As you can probably tell by the types of jokes I choose to tell in front of women, I'm single. I'm 100% straight. Like, it's Montrose, you gotta say it, man. Like, I don't have anything against gay people or Bud Light. It's just like, I don't wanna go try to be gay and then find out that men don't want me either. Like, that's more depression than I need at 38 years old, you know? Like, right now, I still have hope. Like, man, if I could just get past that whole sucking dick thing, I could be happy. Probably not. That's a lot to swallow. I can't. I don't have any kids. Like, I don't have anything against children. It's just like, I don't understand the choices y'all have to make as parents in 2024. Shit looks complicated. Like, do y'all let y'all's kids get on the internet? If you do, you know you're exposing your child to every single sexual predator in the world. But if you don't, you have to pay attention to your child. That's closer than y'all are wanting to admit right now. I've met some of your children. Give you another one. Do y'all let y'all's kids be fat? If you do, much harder to kidnap. Say, oh my God, that's just physics, dude. Like, sorry you don't like science, bro. Well, you're right. If you do, much bigger target for school shooters. Don't be mad at me, ma'am. I did not create that dilemma. I'm just pointing out, like, if you send your kid to public school, at some point in its life, it's going to be playing hide and seek at a very competitive level. Maybe buy him a treadmill. I don't spitballing here. All I know is my kid's going to be using your kid as a shield. I can tell by the way you're covering your mouth you got a fat kid, but I'm just going to keep it moving and walk right along. Hopefully we've changed at least one life here today with that joke. Tension after the school shooting joke. I don't understand you people. Ain't nobody going to hell for laughing at that joke. Like, I might go to hell for telling that joke, which is completely fine. I miss my grandmother. Love to see her again. Glare at me if you want to, but she's fucking down there. Like, she had this whole plan on how she was going to get into heaven, right? She was going to be a raging bitch her entire life. Then she was going to make things right with Jesus Christ on her deathbed. It's a good plan, right? Should have worked. Till she fucked around and got dementia and forgot her plan. Just... now she don't even know why she's down there. It's just... sweaty for no reason. Like, I'm glad y'all laughed at that. I didn't really need y'all to. That's my dad's favorite joke. I do that one more for him. I'm just listening to him give her like compliments about me. I heard him, he's like, oh, this guy's really funny. I couldn't interrupt. It's not gonna be a lot of nice things said to me tonight. I can feel it. We haven't even got to the 9/11 shit yet. Like, it's... y'all still like me right now. Oh, let's see if we can turn the women against me. All right. I'm 6'5", 38 years old. It's a terrible combination of things to be. Like, have y'all ever noticed how you've never seen any 70-year-old, 6'5" people walking around? Yeah, I bet if you think about it, you don't know any 60-year-old, 6'5" people, do you? When you subtract the 20 years off the back end of my life that I spent doing heroin in my 20s, I've probably got to like Tuesday. I'm gonna be honest, I needed this to go better than it's going. But like, as I near the end of my life, I'm realizing there's just so much shit I'm never gonna get to do. Like, I'm never gonna know what it feels like to have big dick energy. Like, you know when you walk into a locker room and just know you have the biggest dick in the room? Yo, it's 2024. I could walk into the women's locker room and I might not have the biggest dick in the locker room. Competition has passed me by. Like, just once being 6'5", I'd like to be with a woman who's also 6'5", just to see how shit's supposed to line up. It's not gonna happen, y'all. They don't make 6'5" women. They make 6'5" lesbians. They don't make fuckable women that are 6'5". Like, do y'all know all the shit I would have to go through to even try to be with somebody my own height? Like, I gotta go stand in line with 17 other people, try and get into a WNBA game. Just sitting there yelling shit at the court. Like, hey, baby, combined we make $50K a year. That's right, I'm killing it. You want to go thirds on a 1-bedroom apartment? Gonna need a cosigner for this shit. See, it's not gonna work. Like, all the women are like, that's not. Get you a ring that actually matters? No. If anybody in this room can name the last 3 WNBA champions, I'll stop doing that joke forever. That's what the fuck I thought. You don't support women either, so. And look, all the women in the room turned on me. It's like a prophecy. Don't yell at the WNBA. Yeah, the NBA pays for it, but don't. That's what that face is right there. It's fine. See if I can dig myself a little bit deeper hole. I don't think autism is genetic. Oh, that's good tension. I think autism happens the first time you drop your baby. Don't look at me like that. Ain't nobody ever raised a whole ass baby without it getting dropped at least one time. If you didn't do it, your husband did. Every single male in the world, as soon as they get a baby, it's the first thing they do when they're alone. All of you. I feel like it depends on what part of your baby it lands on, like what type of autistic it gets. Fuck you, I'm allowed to have theories. Like if you drop your baby and it lands on the left side of its head, gets real good at piano. Congratulations. If you drop your baby and it lands on the right side of its head, when the food on its plate touches, it turns into a car alarm. I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's not as good. If you drop your baby and it happens to land dead center of its head, turns into a stand-up comic. Don't do that. That's the least profitable option. My mom did that. Didn't go great. I'm dinosaur autistic, not trained, if you're curious. It's like the Bloods versus Crips of my people. I think the government knows about the dropping babies thing too. It's a conspiracy to cover that shit up. Look, y'all, I work in the illegal casino industry, which basically means I watch drunken Asian people gamble for a living. I promise you. I know, you're right in the front row too. You would think I wouldn't do this, but we're gonna plow ahead. If they ever link autism powers with dropping babies, the very next morning there's gonna be a dozen Japanese businessmen in the hospital nursery. It's like, come on, violin! Ooh, TikTok star, dishonor. Fuck them. We still good?
Yeah, we good.
There's only one of them here. The joke only has to clear like one people. Maybe this table, it's dark. I can't tell. We're not that Asian. Not Asian enough for you to pay attention to. Move the fuck on, dude. Like, no, I don't want to make fun of Asian people. I feel like the people on Earth who have it the hardest are Asians. Because, like, no matter what problems you have, they have those problems and Godzilla. Like, it's got to be real hard being, like, an Asian teenage boy, too. Like, imagine you're about to lose your virginity for the first time, and, like, that's the moment you have to find out vaginas aren't pixelated. Like, it's a lot to take in the moment. Like, all right. I hesitate to ask this question in Montrose because I fear I know the answer, but any football fans in the room? All right, I'll do a joke for 3 people. I don't give a fuck. The NFL's weird to me, yo. Like, the NFL made the Washington Redskins change their name because they said the name Redskin calls to mind a period in American history that's very sad, where a lot of people died. All right, fair enough, but then why do we still have the New York Jets? Somebody's about to yell too soon at me, I can feel it. Told you there was gonna be 9/11 shit. Did you not believe me? Like, all right. Got 10 minutes left. I'm gonna spend 5 minutes fucking around with y'all. Then I'm gonna do something special for y'all at the end of this. But before I go any further, there's something I have to do. I feel like it's really important as a man, like, to keep your word to people and to keep the promises that you make. And about 8 years ago, I promised one of my ex-girlfriends that I'd tell every single person I met for the rest of my life how big of a whore she was. This microphone really speeds up that process, so y'all just give me 2 minutes. Look, I see how you're staring at me. I know that sounds petty, but like, look, it's not just that I got cheated on, y'all. Like, I could have moved on past that shit. It's how I found out I got cheated on that fucked me up. I called this girl cheating because I read a text message from her to another man, and here's what it said word for word, y'all. If you bring me a sweet tea from McDonald's after Ben goes to work, I'll suck your dick. It's $1.07, y'all. Do y'all have any idea how much emotional damage it does to you to get cheated on for less money than you have in the cup holder of your car right now? Like, just for a sweet tea, too. Like, how trash does this woman feel like her blowjobs are that she didn't even ask the man for fries? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do when the McRib comes back? It's bad, y'all. Kept going through her phone. She was cheating on me with a lot of other men. She was cheating on me with 22 other guys. I know. If any of you are having a hard time conceptualizing 22 guys, turn on a football game. It's everybody on offense, everybody on defense, and my girl was the football. All right, that felt close. That felt like about 80% of you are on board now. Let me take one more whack at it before I move on to other things. The point I've been trying to make with this little story is that my ex is the type of girl that if you drove her slowly by an abortion clinic, her phone would automatically connect to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that got it. Fuck you, Rebecca. I keep my promises, bitch. Better now. Look, I got time. I appreciate y'all letting me work on new material and shit in front of y'all. So I'm gonna teach y'all something useful before I get out of here. As y'all can probably tell by the content of my set, I used to be a real bad alcoholic. She just goes, yep. Hurtful. I used to have this trick when I was in bars, get free drinks out of people. I'm gonna teach it to the men in the audience right quick. Ladies, y'all don't need a trick to get free drinks in bars. If y'all need a trick to get a free drink in a bar, you're doing titties wrong. But if you look like me, here's how you get a free drink in a bar. Can I borrow you for this demonstration, ma'am? It doesn't matter, I don't need consent, I'm just being polite. What'd you do? Just walk into a bar, find yourself a real beautiful woman, or a woman that thinks she's beautiful. Works exactly the same. Just make real intimate eye contact with her. Just be like, excuse me, miss. I think that guy over there put something in your drink. Then you take it and drink it. It works. But one time I was right. Yeah, I'm sitting there passing out at the bar like, holy shit. I am preventing a rape tonight. I'm a fucking hero. Then I'm waking up 12 hours later in some weird dude's apartment like, holy shit, I did not prevent a rape tonight. Y'all, my name is Ben Daniel. Thank you so much for letting me come out and headline tonight, Rudyards. Myself, Will Loden, and BigBaby Green are all the co-hosts of a monthly roast show here at Rudyards called You Look Like. So what we're gonna do for this last 5 minutes is I'm gonna bring them back on stage and we're gonna roast each other just to give you a little taste of what y'all can see April 5th or April 12th. So give it up for BigBaby Green and Will Loden.
Check. Before we start this roast thing, don't make fun of my suit. I'm not taking fashion advice from a small town drug dealer and a baseball scout.
All right, if we gonna do wardrobes, like BigBaby, you look like they released you from prison and you took the shirt with you.
You look like Will just accepted you in his snake church. Hallelujah!
We look like the brains and the brawn behind every West Virginia meth cartel.
Why do y'all look like 90s kids who just got sent to my principal's office? Just...
This how it look when you over 30 but don't want to believe it.
This how it look when you leave Rick Ross in a hot car too long.
Give it up for Ellen DeGeneres with cancer.
You look like the dog from the Greyhound bus. Santa's little helper looking ass.
You look like the dogs disappear from around your restaurant.
You look like you was born in an attic. Shut the fuck up. Will look like Paul Heyman.
You look like you bitch about $19 a month of child support.
It's $872. Shut the fuck up. You look like Will is your sponsor. Will look like the reverend at a mobile church.
You look like you stand outside of malls and try to give people your mixtape.
Give it up for 21 Can't Jump Street, everybody.
Looking like every youth football coach on his day off.
Get under him! Get under him!
Ah, shit. You like you gotta sign a form before you can go in your sister's room. Will look like they don't allow him in the same room with female pets no more.
Motherfucker, you look like you get winded getting head.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You look like a mannequin at the gay side of Fashion Nova.
You look like you think there's a straight side of Fashion Nova.
Ah, shit.
Don't they both look like they call women females?
You look like you watch true crime documentaries like, yes, that mustache. That's...
Will look like he used to run a chain of funeral homes till they got him on tape fingering corpse.
You know what Will look like? PPP loan money.
Nah, that's definitely life insurance money. Will just look like somebody died.
Will look like he about to give his after testimonial for Slim Fast. Like, I'm down 85 pounds and I look great.
Ozempic. Got a white man chin. That is hilarious. That motherfucker disappeared when he laughed. Nigga.
How you make chins racist?
It's genetic.
You really want us to start counting chins on this stage, bro?
I know I'm gonna win. That's why I said, nigga, let go. What you want?
Points on the board.
Y'all both look like everything y'all got on came out of a pawn shop.
You look like you can't kneel with Colin Kaepernick.
Nah, I can't. I got torn ACLs from football injuries. Mm-hmm. You look like you was in the band, you fucking flute player.
Don't we look like we gonna pray for him?
You look like you handle the snakes in church when there's nobody in the room.
Me and Will run the same church. I just do the youth ministry.
You know who was really cool?
Hey, like a minister from Louisiana.
The 12 o'clock sermon will be followed by a crawfish brunch in the foyer.
Y'all ass look like a mutant Keebler elf. Yo, you shouldn't be out here without a leash on. Like somebody really should have you like chained in bounds.
You look like all 6 types of diabetes.
I wrote this and I don't think it's funny, but he really looks like he's fascinated by magnets.
All right. I hate that we ran out of time there, but you know what? That's basically what the show is. It's just us doing that for an hour and a half. So please
if
come
y'all
back
come to the
April
Riot
5th.
Comedy Festival, we're going to be doing our show on April 5th. At 11 p.m. The show, the festival's fantastic. There's so many comics from coming all over from the country. It's going to be amazing. You can buy 1-day passes. You can buy 3-day passes, and we get paid no matter what. So please come.
Over 20 million views now.
Yeah. That's it. But yeah, no, you can get the they're doing an Instagram giveaway. Look at all of that. They're doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure y'all come on out, support us. This the You Look Like gang.
Yeah.
I'm finna.
Well, let's be like Ben was headlining today, and so like Ben's actually one of my best friends in the whole world, and he's the best. So please give it up for Ben Daniel one more time. Yeah. Absolutely
I just want to say,
fantastic.
this is my first time ever getting to come here and headline, so I will remember y'all as a crowd forever. So thank you to the 80% of y'all who appreciated me. Y'all have a good night.